Hello, I'm Joshua and welcome to level 4 of 5 of the silent cow method, the most simple, focused and progressive method to solve a cube. So, last time in level 3, we looked at how to solve the first 2 layers, and if you can do that, congratulations, you can stick the sticker onto your box and you're over halfway. How amazing is that? So, what's level 4? Level 4 is all about the green cross. So what we're doing is we're aiming to put all these 4 edge pieces into their natural solved positions. How do we do that? What we need to do is learn a new move. It's the concept of a setup move. Now a setup move is a single turn we make, but then we do an alteration and then we reverse that setup move at the end. So let me show you how. So in this case, it's an F, so we turn our front face. So we use our index fingers to turn it. So the move itself is an F. And then we have a new alternation that we're putting in there, which is similar to the last ones. It's R, U, R prime, U prime, and at the end we reverse that alternation. So once you've finished level 3, your cube will probably look something like one of these. So for this level, we're actually ignoring the corner pieces. So we're only focusing on the cross in the middle. So you can either have a dot in the middle, you can have an arrow, you can have a line, or you can have a cross. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a cross, then you've skipped this phase and we move to the next little bit. But if you have one of these, we have to use that move. And I'm going to show you how. I'm also going to use the situation to show you how if you apply an algorithm over and over again, it acts quite in a circular fashion. You can find yourself back where you started again. Let me show you how. So to get to the next step from this dot, we can start from any side here, and we can apply this move. So we do our setup move first, which is F, and then our new alternation, which is R, U, R prime, U prime, and then reverse the setup move with an F prime. And what we actually now have is an arrow, ignoring the corner. So we're like this one, and the next step is to get to the line. So what we do is with the arrow pointing like it is now, up and to the left, we apply the algorithm again. So, setup move F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then reverse the setup move, and we now have a line, ignoring the corners. And we always want our line to be horizontal. That's how we'll get to the next step. So what I do is I'm going to turn my up face here, and I'm going to apply it again. F, alternation, F prime, and we now have a cross. Now, just to show you, notice what happens if we do this again. F, alternation, reverse. And we once again have an arrow that we'll place in the bottom corner, pointing up to the left. It's very important. And we go again. F, and we have a line, which we then turn horizontal, and we repeat. And now we have a cross. But the problem with this cross is it's not all the pieces are in their natural position. Instead, they are jumbled around, and we need to re-alter them into the right places. So, how do we do that? So, I'm going to use another practice cube again to better show you what's going on. So, once we've made this cross, what we need to do next is align them in their natural position. And the way we do that is by finding one of those pieces and aligning it to its correct natural position. So, for example, in this situation, we actually have 2 that are lined up. We don't want that, we want just the one. So I'm going to spin it again until we have, there we go, just one lined up. And that becomes our front face. Now we're going to learn a new algorithm in which we're going to be using alternating the top and the right side, except for all of the ups are going to be clockwise. So this is how it goes. It goes R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. And what that does is it puts all of these in the right place by switching these 3. Sometimes you do need to do this algorithm twice, and that's okay, just persistence gets you through. It is possible, however, that sometimes you have 2 of these facing one another when you're trying to line them up. And if that's the case, all you do is you just continue with one on the back and one on the front, and that will put just one in the right place, which you realign and start again. So let me show you that again. So once one is lined up like this, we do R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. And what that does is it rotates these 3. And like I said, sometimes you have to do this twice. R, U. There we go. And they're all in their natural position. So let's recap level 4. So from the dot here, we can start our algorithm from any side to get to a cross. So the move itself, we do our setup move, and then reverse the setup move, and we have our arrow, which we always point up to the left-hand side, and we repeat, which reveals a line, which we always make horizontal, and go one more time. And then we have our cross. In this situation, I was incredibly lucky, and all the pieces are already in their natural position, but that's not normally the case. So, in this situation, we want to line up just one, so it's in the right place. In this case, the yellow. So we do our algorithm, which is and it hasn't quite done it, but if we go one more time, and now all 4 pieces are in their natural position, and we are incredibly close to solving a cube. So that's it for level 4. There is no homework this time. You have enough to be getting on with. And once you can do that in about a minute and a half, let's move on to level 5. So, as always, please like and subscribe so we can make more of this. I am Joshua Cubed. Rewind, rewatch, practice, and play, and I'll see you for the last time in level 5.